Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into a really fascinating area today. It's where artificial intelligence meets material science.
That's pretty complex.
Yeah, it is, but we got a great research paper to guide us.
Oh, good.
One that actually takes us inside a company's R&D lab. So these scientists were given a brand new AI tool to help them design new materials.
Oh.
And get this, we're talking materials that could revolutionize everything. Healthcare, the tech in your pocket.
Wow. So this is going to impact our listeners directly.
Totally. But here's the thing. This deep dive isn't just about the amazing results. It's also about some surprising downsides, some things that might make you think twice about the future of science.
Okay, now you've really got me intrigued. What makes this research so interesting?
Well, for one thing, it goes way beyond theory.
Okay.
We're looking at real-world applications here.
Yeah.
Real scientists using AI, like, in their daily work. The ripple effects are pretty mind-blowing.
I can imagine. So how about we start with the basics? What's the typical process for developing new materials?
Okay, so picture this. You're a material scientist,
Right.
and you're tasked with creating a brand new compound, something like stronger, lighter, more flexible, whatever the need may be.
Right.
Traditionally, this process has been a lot like searching for a needle in a haystack.
Oh, I can see that.
So tons of trial and error, dead ends galore, years of research before you strike gold.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, that is.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly tedious and time-consuming.
It is. And this research actually points out that material science R&D has always been notoriously slow and expensive. This trial and error system, as they call it, has been like the biggest bottleneck to innovation.
That makes sense. So how does AI change this picture?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The scientists in this study were given this really powerful AI tool. It's basically a deep learning system, kind of like a super-powered brainstorming partner for them.
Okay, I'm listening. How does it actually work?
So they feed the AI the desired properties of the material they want to create.
Yeah.
Stronger, lighter, whatever. And the AI suggests potential recipes, for making these new compounds.
Wow, so it's almost like having a digital assistant that's read every chemistry textbook ever written.
Exactly. And it could just spit out ideas at like lightning speed.
That's incredible. So what kind of results did they see using this tool?
Oh, the results are amazing. Scientists using this AI tool discovered 44% more new materials compared to their colleagues who, stuck with the traditional methods.
44%, that's a huge jump.
Right. That's like discovering a new continent on the map of material science. But hold on, it gets even better.
Ah, there's more.
Not only did they discover more materials, but the AI-assisted discoveries were actually higher quality, too.
Really? So we're not talking about just minor improvements here.
Nope. These new materials had, superior properties. The kind that could lead to, more effective drugs, longer-lasting batteries, all sorts of things.
The implications are huge. Did the research delve into any specific examples?
Yeah. They found a 39% increase in patents filed and a 17% jump in new product prototypes using, these AI-discovered materials. We're talking about a potential tidal wave of innovation across multiple industries.
That's pretty mind-blowing, but I have a feeling there's more to this story.
Oh, you're right. There's always a catch. One of the things that the researchers were really concerned about was something called the streetlight effect.
The streetlight effect? What's that?
Well, think of it this way. You tend to search for something where it's easiest to look, even if it's not the right place,
Okay, yeah, I get it.
So in the context of AI, the worry was that the AI might be biased toward, known solutions.
Interesting.
Just churning out, slightly tweaked versions of existing materials. So basically the researchers were asking, is this true innovation, or is the AI just playing it safe?
That's a really important question. And what did they find?
Okay, are you ready for this? The research showed that the AI-assisted discoveries were actually more novel than those found using traditional methods.
Wait, seriously, that's kind of counterintuitive. How did they figure that out?
They used 3 different ways to assess novelty, which gives us a, pretty solid picture. First, they analyzed the physical structures of the AI-generated materials.
Okay.
And they found that they were much more distinct from existing compounds. It's like the AI was venturing into uncharted territory,
Yeah.
Creating compounds with properties we've never seen before.
So it wasn't just rearranging the furniture, it was designing a whole new house. What were the other methods they used?
Well, they looked at the patents filed by scientists.
Right.
And the ones who used the AI were far more likely to introduce, brand new technical terms in their patents.
Interesting. So the language of innovation was literally changing.
Exactly. And the third measure?
Yeah, what was that?
Well, they looked at the types of products that were being developed. And what they found was that AI-assisted scientists were creating more entirely new product lines.
So not just like incremental improvements on existing stuff.
Right. This suggests a much bigger shift toward bolder, more radical innovation. So we've got this AI churning out tons of new, high-quality, innovative materials leading to breakthroughs in all these different fields, like the ultimate scientific sidekick, you know?
It sounds almost too good to be true. There has to be a downside somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. There is a twist.
Okay.
It has to do with how these benefits are distributed. The AI, it turns out, didn't help everyone equally.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just about skill level.
Really? So what was the deciding factor?
It wasn't a case of like better scientists get better results.
Right. It wasn't just about their, overall scientific ability. It was something way more interesting.
What was it?
A judgment.
Judgment.
Yeah. So it's not just about understanding how to use the AI.
Right.
It's about having that wisdom to know which AI suggestions are actually worth pursuing.
So like having a nose for which ideas, have potential.
Exactly.
Wow. So the AI might be a powerful tool, but you still need a human at the helm to steer the ship, someone who can, see the bigger picture.
Right.
So what does this mean for the future of research? Are we looking at a world where AI does all the grunt work and scientists can focus on the, higher level tasks?
The research points to a pretty dramatic shift in scientific landscape.
Okay.
We might see labs where AI is handling the initial stages of discovery.
Oh, wow.
Suggesting like hundreds of potential avenues.
So the scientists can just focus on the critical thinking?
Yeah.
The decision-making.
Exactly. The strategic decision-making that's essential for, true innovation.
So it's like the AI is the ultimate research assistant.
Yeah, think of it that way.
Taking care of those tedious tasks and letting scientists just focus on the big questions.
Right.
This all begs the question, what happens to the job market?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Are we going to need only the, most skilled scientists to, thrive in this new world?
It's an interesting question, and the research suggests a pretty surprising answer.
Okay, what's that?
The demand for scientists with, those strong judgment skills, it's likely to increase.
Increase. I would have thought it would decrease.
Yeah, you'd think that, right. But if AI is taking over the routine work, then that human expertise and evaluation and decision-making, becomes even more valuable.
So it's not about robots replacing scientists.
No.
It's about them changing the game entirely.
Yeah.
We might see scientists who are, less like lab technicians and more like strategic thinkers.
Exactly.
Able to navigate the, complexities of AI-powered research.
Right.
This all sounds pretty amazing, but I know there's a flip side to this.
Yeah, definitely.
You mentioned the human cost of these innovations. What did the research say about, how these changes affect the scientists themselves?
This is where things get really interesting. You'd think that scientists would be, over the moon with these advancements.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Faster discoveries, groundbreaking results. It sounds like, a dream come true.
Yeah.
But the study found something really unexpected.
Okay, what's that?
Even the scientists who benefited most from the AI, they reported lower job satisfaction.
What? Lower? But why? They're, making these incredible breakthroughs. Shouldn't they be ecstatic?
You'd think so, right? But it turns out the issue wasn't fear of losing their jobs to robots.
Okay.
The researchers specifically investigated that, and they found, no change in their perceived job security.
So what was it?
The problem was more subtle.
Okay.
It was about the changing nature of the work itself.
Oh, interesting.
Scientists reported feeling this, lack of creativity and a sense of, underutilized skills.
So it's like the AI was taking over the most engaging parts of their job.
Exactly, and leaving them with these tasks that felt, routine and less stimulating.
So they were winning the game, but they weren't having fun anymore.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
It's like they were missing the thrill of the chase. The joy of discovery that comes from, cracking a tough scientific puzzle.
So this trade-off between, efficiency and fulfillment is something we need to think carefully about.
Definitely. We need to think about how we design these tools, to augment human capabilities. But without diminishing the human experience of work.
Makes you wonder if we're sacrificing something precious in the pursuit of progress.
Yeah, that's a question worth asking.
But before we, spiral into an existential crisis, you mentioned another interesting point about how scientists' beliefs about AI changed after using the tool.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
So the study also looked at how the scientists perceived AI, not just, how they used it.
Right.
And initially, many scientists expressed, skepticism about AI's potential for true innovation.
So they were worried about that streetlight effect.
Yeah, exactly.
That AI would just, keep them looking into the same lamppost even if the answers were elsewhere.
Right, but after using the tool, their opinions, they changed dramatically.
So experience trumped skepticism.
Absolutely. Once they saw the AI in action, they witnessed its ability to generate those genuinely novel solutions.
Yeah.
And their doubts just melted away. They realized AI wasn't just, a fancy calculator.
Right.
It was a powerful partner that could help them push the boundaries of scientific knowledge.
So even scientists, with all their training, can be swayed by, just hands-on experience.
Yeah.
That's kind of reassuring in a way. It
Yeah.
means we're not just blindly accepting this new technology. We're learning and adapting as we go.
Right.
But it also begs the question, are we adapting fast enough?
That's the million-dollar question, right? We're in the middle of a paradigm shift, and
Yeah.
it's not just about science. It's
Yeah.
about, how we approach work, education, creativity itself.
Yeah, it feels like we're standing on the edge of something completely new, this whole
Yeah.
AI thing in material science. It's exciting,
Yeah.
but it's also kind of scary, to be honest.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, what does this mean for, the future of science? What do scientists need to know to keep up?
That's the big question, right? We're not just talking about a new tool. We're
Right.
talking about a fundamental shift in how we do science.
Yeah.
And it raises so many questions, especially about, education and training.
Right, are we preparing future scientists for this world? Are we teaching them to be AI whisperers, like you said, how to work with these tools?
Exactly. It's not enough to just, teach the technical skills.
Right.
We need to foster that critical thinking, that judgment, that ability to see the big picture.
So it's about finding that balance between the technical and the human insight.
Yeah.
We need scientists who know AI, but also understand those deeper questions that drive scientific inquiry.
Exactly. Scientists who are curious,
Right.
ethical, driven by that passion for discovery.
While we've been talking, I've been thinking about our listener, someone who maybe isn't a scientist, but is just fascinated by AI. What's the one thing you'd want them to take away from our deep dive?
I'd say the biggest thing is this. This AI revolution, it's not just about faster discoveries.
Yeah.
It's not even just about more efficiency. It's about changing what's possible.
Okay.
It's about giving scientists the power to, tackle the big problems.
Right, like climate change.
Exactly. Diseases, new energy sources.
It's about using this tech to, not just improve our lives.
Yeah.
But maybe even transform the world. Right?
Totally. And that's got to be a future worth getting excited about.
Absolutely. It's a future where, humans and AI can work together.
Yeah.
To unlock solutions we can't even imagine yet.
Right. And that's what makes this such an incredible time to be alive.
Totally agree. I think we've given everyone plenty to think about.
We have.
But until next time, keep those brains buzzing.
And keep on diving deep into those fascinating topics.
See you next time.